YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome to a new series of videos I'm going to do just to keep you guys caught up with where we are currently in our playthrough. I feel like it's a little bit confusing sometimes to try to remind everybody about things in just the midst of just doing a regular like 2-hour video. So I'll probably do update videos like these like this excuse me, once every couple of months, especially if some of you are new to the channel. That way you can see where we were when we first started, where we are now. Obviously you can see it by the title of this video. We're going to go through the Hall of Fame horses that we currently have, and we're just strictly going to go through the originals, like the in-game originals, in this video, and then I'll do another video with our actual Gallop Racer originals that we've created from breeding. We'll go through those in a separate video. I just wanted to keep them separate just to let you guys know what we're working with. So without without let's just get started, okay? Why am I trying to complicate things? Desert Diver was our first Hall of Fame horse, and you can see his stats obviously once he started. Wasn't bad at all. I like Desert Diver a lot. Really strong front runner. No abilities, and he won the GWS Turf, and as you can see, he had 22 total races. 16 of those were wins with 13 grade 1. So we started off pretty good with Desert Diver. I don't know if I'm going to do like this whole credit rolling, like end of the opera type of cinematic with every horse, but you know what? Actually, why not? Because you guys should be able to see these horses and what they were able to do. You see the main grade 1 wins over there. Singapore is always a good one, I think, to get. The New York Turf Series, World Turf Cup. Those are some good races to win. And he acquired 3 titles: Lawn Champ, Horse of the Year, and GWS Turf. So that is Desert Diver, who earned $173,000. And like I said, he was really good with us. I didn't use him as much for breeding. It felt kind of like he was hit or miss as a stud. Only a few of his foals turned out to be champions, but nothing significant. Now, Western Tiger, this guy, on the other hand, he's contributed the most to our overall success in this 2004 series. You can see his stats. Now I understand why horses that came from him are so good, because like these are pretty good stats. Not like, you know, top of the tier what you can get, but considering Western Tiger is an early in-game horse you can acquire, I think if he pops up in your shop, great speed, stamina, matched at the same power. Western Tiger is really solid. So let's go ahead and look at what he achieved. And he was undefeated. He's the only undefeated horse I've retired in this game ever. Gosh, I miss Western Tiger so much. I'm not going to lie. If I saw him pop back up in the shop again, I probably would get him just to experiment breeding with him with some of our new horses, if I could. Our newest brood mares. Main grade 1 wins, nothing really special on that list. Second Cup, Singapore, China Cup. He acquired 3 titles: the Mid Champ, Horse of the Year, and the GWS Dirt. Only raced him 10 times, but he won 10 times, and 9 of those were grade 1s and earned $95K. It just goes to show you, you do not have to race horses in this game 50,000 times. You don't need to win every title. You just need the right horses to have the right type of success, and you can still create awesome horses from your Hall of Famers. I mean, Butterfly Effect is directly from Western Tiger. She's from this guy. 10 wins, 9 grade 1s, undefeated. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to, like, kind of go above and beyond just to get a good horse. I feel like that's such a misleading thing sometimes that we can get in the mindset of in this community, and it's like, it's not necessary. This is, you know, that's proof right there. So, Western Tiger, I miss that guy. Great horse. Highly recommend him if you haven't used him yet. Next, we'll move on to Blues Breeze. Now, his stats, not the greatest. Obviously, he's a speedster. Close race, okay. He always had heart. So, Blue was very fun to use. Always has been. One of my favorite horses in the game. And yeah, can't say too much better things about him. Blues Breeze is a solid horse for where he's at. I honestly think he should be S ranked, though, and not double S, but that's besides the point. Main grade 1 wins, Platinum Stakes, London Mile Stakes, and the World Mile Cup. Only got 2 titles, Horse of the Year and GWS Sprint. 20 lifetime meets, 11 of those were wins, and only 3 grade 1s. I didn't even realize. That's actually crazy to think about, because considering he got the GWS, it just lets you know we really didn't win that many. I doubt we won that many we only got 3 grade 1 wins. I think he's the lowest grade 1 winner in our Hall of Fame, and he is not even close. So it just goes to show you, man, different things can happen for different horses. We'll move on next to Vivid Legend. And Mr. Legend here, one of my favorite horses as well. I mean, I have like a list of favorite horses, but I love these guys. They were really fun to work with and easy to work with. That's also important. So you see his stats, Bears, that's kind of haunted us in some aspects throughout some of our pedigrees. But nonetheless, Vivid Legend has still proven his worth. So let's go check him out and see what he accomplished. So, Vivid Legend. Any day now. Thank you. So main grade 1 wins for this guy is King Cup Spring, Spring Mile Cup, all the kind of domestic easy grade 1s. Any big grade 1 wins over there? World Mile Cup, London Mile, Paris Mile Cup, yeah. Clearly a big time mile champ. And didn't get a mile champ title. That's actually insane. I've realized how much I've been slacking. He got Horse of the Year in GWS Sprint for his 2 titles, 20 lifetime meets, 15 of those were wins, 13 were grade 1 wins. And the earnings are kind of whatever. Like, I'm not really paying attention to them as much. I think the wins, the success rate is a little bit more important. So that was Vivid Legend. Move on to Awesome Autumn. Forgot to look at her stats. I'll do that after we go through her tape. So there she is, the cranky but powerful Awesome Autumn, because she was really, really a handful if you didn't get her exactly in the window she wanted to be in. So some pretty easy wins, as you can see up there. London Philly, World Turf Cup, China Cup. Kind of the traditional for my horses. GWS Turf was her only bonus title. She had 17 meets. In those 17 lifetime meets, 10 of those were wins, and 7 of those were grade 1 wins. So, Awesome Autumn, I only raced her for like a year and a half, 2 years, I think. I didn't really do a whole lot with her. That field rating 12, that's what really messed us up. If that was at least 30 points higher, I really wonder what I could have done with Awesome Autumn. She has second win. And remember, our current dominating filly/mare, September Sky, comes directly from Awesome Autumn. So, Awesome wasn't a failure in that regards. But, yeah, that field rating, definitely not good. But nonetheless, she's helped us with a really, really good mare that we have now, which is September Sky. Next, we'll move on to Diamond Plan. Check his stats out. Diamond Plan is Diamond Plan. I think he was my only horse in the Hall of Fame to have won 2 GWS titles. Like, looking through all these Hall of Fame horses, which I did prior to the recording, I realized just how much more I need to achieve in this game, because I'm like, gosh, I've like really slacked off a lot. But that was my own doing. I wouldn't blame anybody else for that. You see his stats. Great dude. And let's go ahead and check him out. See what he did. Good old Diamond Plan. What a guy. What a guy. He was so strong, man. Very, very, very strong horse. So Mr. Diamond Plan. You see his main grade 1 wins. Heaven Stakes, Super Sprint Cup, Platinum Stakes, Paris Cup, World Mile Cup, China Sprint, China Mile, and China Cup. I didn't realize he had a full sweep in the China grade 1, so that's pretty cool. Bonus titles, he had 5. Mile Champ, Horse of the Year, Another World, the GWS Sprint and GWS Turf. 20 lifetime meets, 12 grade 1s with 12 wins. And you see his prize earnings as well. So Diamond Plan, solid, solid horse. Cannot say, anything bad really about him in that regards. Formal Opera. Let's check this guy out. AKA the late great Secretariat. See his abilities. You see his stats. It's kind of funny. He's actually not like that great in the grander scheme of like all of his stats. Now, his most important ones is what elevates him and allows him to be the great Secretariat. That speed, 94, the stamina's on a good window, power above 70, and then heart almost at 90. Everything else is kind of blab, which in all honesty, those stats can be where they're at. You don't need those stats to be any higher unless you're looking for a very specific thing in a horse. But his most important stats are all above 70, and that's what counts. So yeah, we still have him back in our stud barn as we speak. Let's go ahead and check him out. I definitely dropped the ball with him because I think I was, gosh, every time I see that green, it goes through me. Why did Tecmo do that, bro? Do they hate Secretariat secretly? It bugs me every time I see it. But I definitely dropped the ball with him a couple of times. You see his main grade 1s. He had the Kyoto Stakes, Tokyo Cup, Universal Cup. That's a big one. Louisville Derby, a.k.a. Kentucky Derby. Music Stakes, World Classic. He won a lot of big-time races. 4 titles, Mid Champ, Dirt Champ, Generalist, and GWS Dirt. 25 lifetime meets. 15 of those were grade 1s, and he had 17 total wins. At least 3 to 5 of those races should have been wins, and definitely should have been grade 1 wins. So like I said, I feel like I kind of dropped the ball with him a bit, but still he did well enough. And yeah, I think his foals are just now getting to the track, or we'll be seeing some more next year. I still have yet to see how he's going to be for us long term as a stud. I plan on keeping him back there for a bit of time, because he doesn't have a terrible the temper rating. It is D. Never mind. I lied. I thought he had a better temper rating, but no. He's one of the 5 studs that has D ranked temper. So we'll ignore that for the time being. Let's move on to Black Ruby. These are her stats. I really liked Black Ruby. Great on turf and dirt. We still have her back there as we speak as a broodmare, so that's great. You see her stats. Power I wish was better, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see how she did. Black Ruby. I forgot how many titles she won. I don't think I won a lot with her. She's another one of those Hall of Fame horses that I kind of feel like I underachieved with. Her main wins: Tokyo Osaka Derby, Caesars Cup, Louisville Oaks, aka the Kentucky Oaks, World Classic Cup. That was a big win. 3 titles: Dirt Champ, Horse of the Year, and GWS Dirt. 24 lifetime meets. 10 of those were grade 1s, and she had 14 total wins overall. So you're kind of seeing a pattern, right? I feel like with most of these in-game Hall of Famers, they kind of have the same track record as far as like the amount of races they raced, the amount of times they won, and the amount of grade 1s that they were able to achieve. It's kind of the same amongst most of them. And then I think we only have one more in-game original to look at for the Hall of Fame, and that's Free Fear. So Free Fear, really like her stats. Wish the power was better. It's kind of the running theme, but not a problem because she was extremely fast. She had the endurance. She was very gutsy, and she was a really strong proceeder to front runner. Great on turf and dirt. She's still back there as well. So Free Fear and Black Ruby, I think, are going to give us some really good horses for what it's worth. Let's go ahead and check her out as the last in-game Hall of Fame horse. In my next video, I will show you guys our originals and what they achieved. Only 24 total horses in our Hall of Fame. Of course, that will build over the years. So Free Fear, main grade 1 wins, a lot of easy stuff. Most of those races, unless there's a tough field, they're pretty easy to win, so nothing really significant. She only had 2 titles, All-Rounder and GWS Dirt. I'm glad I got her the All-Rounder title. 20 lifetime meets. 8 of those were grade 1s, and she won 10 total races. Didn't even crack 100K on the life prizes earnings, but that to me is kind of besides the point. So guys, there is our Hall of Fame horses for the in-game horses. Again, the next video, like I just said, we will cover the originals, and I think there's only 7 or 8 of those. So we'll go through all of them. That way you guys can kind of see where our originals have started in the Hall of Fame and where we have gotten to as of recently. The best horse in this entire Hall of Fame list is Butterfly Effect, and you can already see her meets, her wins in grade 1. She raced 35 times, 25 wins total. She cleared everybody out except for Cleopatra, and we'll go back into that in the next video. 25 there. Like I said, for Butterfly Effect, 17 total grade 1 wins, almost got 20. She did exceptionally well, so I'm excited to look at her next time out and the other in-game originals. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Leave any comments, thoughts on the in-game Hall of Famers, and like I said, next video we'll cover our actual originals, and then be sure to leave your comments on that video in regards to the actual originals we've created as well. Thank you for love and support, but until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I shall see you all later, and goodbye.